Welcome back to the Dark One's Cave, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. And in the last episode, we read the 4 rituals and completed them, and there was only 2 rituals to go. And they were all kind of body parts, and the next one is the heart ritual, and this looks kind of like a heart. So let's go ahead and try to read the heart ritual on it.
That didn't do anything useful.
Maybe this will.
You unroll the scroll containing the heart ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya, Avuzel, Master of Darkness, your servant stands now before your heart of darkness. Let your heart pulsate again with power and life. You feel a heavy throbbing sensation from your own heart, as if some force is trying to rip it free from your chest. Ya, Avuzel, let the heart of darkness force the black blood through your veins. The pressure on your chest relaxes as the stone heart begins to pulse and throb with unearthly energy. Ya, Avuzel, Master of Darkness. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. The rumbling noise grows louder as a passage opening appears in the ceiling above the heart altar.
All right. Now, we've used our happy little grappling hook throughout this adventure, and now we're going to have to use it again. But before we do, there is just one thing I want to tell you. My favorite song in this entire game, which is full of amazing songs that I love, is going to come up soon. Now, it's not going to be the song that plays when we first walk into the room we're walking into, but it's going to be the song that comes later in the midst of a battle. And I want you to listen to it, what little of it you can, because it is an amazing song. You just blink and it's gone. It's only there for a little bit. But I have listened to the MP3, which you can too if you go to the composer Aubrey Hodges' Bandcamp page, and it's so good. Anyway, let's continue.
Very good. You have succeeded where many have failed. Begin the final ritual. Soon the darkness will return to this land, and I will never lie helpless in my coffin again. Summon Avuzel and free the shadows of darkness.
Enough talk. Let's get this over with.
I do believe you are jealous. Is that because this hero stopped you from summoning Iblis so long ago? You resent the fact that I triumphed while you failed, don't you?
I only wish to begin your moment of triumph, my dear Dark Master.
Very well. Let the final ritual begin.
You begin to recite the final ritual. Ya, Avuzel, we summon thee. Cold chill fills you, and you feel as if your blood was being sucked from your veins. Still you continue. O great Dark One, enter the world of light. You feel as if your feet were slowly and painfully dissolving into the floor as if by acid. Somehow you continue the essence ritual. O shadows of darkness, enter the land of the living. Your arms feel as if they were frozen, locked forever holding this paper. You continue to speak because you have no other choice. O Master of the Forever Night, return to your own body and live again. Your head aches, and it's getting incredibly difficult to concentrate. You can barely intone the last words of the ritual. Ya, Avuzel, we summon thee.
Yes! Yes! The spell is completed, and Avuzel awakens. Darkness will fill the land, and we will never flee the sunshine again. No! How dare you!
Okay, this one coming up.
Ah, you have just shattered the bonds which bound me. Now we shall see who is the true Dark Master.
I am still a far greater master of magic than you. I am a far more powerful vampire than you. Do you really think your spells can harm me? Guess again.
But my dear Katrina, I do not need to cast spells at you to destroy you.
Okay, this one.
I intend only to destroy my enemy, the one you seem so fond of. Care to watch him die?
No! I will not let him die!
The fool! I knew that a Woozle would be attracted by that spell. Now Katrina will have all the darkness she so desired, and much, much more. Ah, the first part of my vengeance is complete. Now I can enjoy fully watching you die slowly and painfully.
The tendrils you clutch so desperately are starting to slip through your numb fingers. You cannot hold on much longer. Still, there is a fire burning inside you as you realize that Katrina truly cared for you. You know that you must stop Adavis once more and forever, and prevent the Dark One from fully entering this world.
Okay, first things first. We're gonna save Danger. Oh, we can continue listening to the song. This is the one, by the way. This is my favorite song. Oh, I love it. Sorry, just taking a moment here. Okay.
There's no place you can run to, and no place for you to hide. Soon there won't even be a place to stand upon. Getting worried, great hero?
Alright. First things first. I need the Staff of Arana.
Go ahead, throw it. You'll take your one shot, which I shall easily deflect. Then I'll finish with you at my leisure.
Okay. Next. No. We need to tell the ultimate gnomish joke.
You tell the ultimate joke about the wizard and the farmer's daughter. That's a killer.
You think to delay your demise by telling stupid jokes? That wasn't even funny.
Despite his protestations, Adavis begins to laugh. In a few moments he's doubled over, still laughing uncontrollably. Now's your chance! A voice forms in the air around you, seemingly coming from your glowing staff. It is time for you to fulfill my final destiny. You must use me to release my mistress from her imprisonment.
Yeah, take that, sucker. Adavis is dead, thanks to me, although sadly, Katrina, who truly cared for me, who truly loved me, despite being an evil vampire who wanted to have the world covered in darkness forever. She truly cared for me, and now she's dead, and that is very sad. But we need to end this. We need to end this now. We have Arana's staff, and we're going to touch it against this glowing crystal thing.
You touch the staff of Arana to the crystal.
You walk in honor and righteousness. This day you have freed the land of Mordavia from great evil. May you always hold high the way of the Paladin. You have freed me from my imprisonment by the Dark One. I have driven Avuzel back to its own dimension forever. Your magic is of great power to have overcome the evil which was in this place. It seems we shared a dream once. You gave me hope while I was trapped in the darkness. You held me in your arms and showed me your love. I cannot hold you now, nor can we kiss. I am only a spirit, a ghost. It will take more magic than I have ever known before we shall ever be together again. I can only thank you for everything you have done. I shall love you forever. Farewell.
Two weeks pass from the final encounter in the Dark One's cave. Your friends and acquaintances in Mordavia hold a party in your honor at Castle Borgov.
So even as we speak, the swamp is drying up. Soon the pass will open, and we may trade with the outside world.
NAFTA, because we have to. We can finally sell our produce to others.
Yeah, we'll export garlic to all parts of the world. Everybody will be stinky.
We can even import an elephant or two, just for old time's sake.
The king has sent word that I shall be the newly appointed boyar. Castle Borgov will again protect and guard Mordavia.
He could not have chosen a worthier person for the role. And I mean that sincerely.
We have gathered here to thank this hero. He has driven away the shadows of darkness from this land. Mordavia will again be the peaceful, beautiful land of our forefathers.
The people fill the room with their cheers.
He returned Tanya to us. For that, we shall be forever grateful.
He proved that dreams can be real if you work to make them so.
He brought me back to my mommy and daddy, and you know what? They weren't even mad at me.
Everyone again gives a cheer of happiness.
Igor be in grave if not for hero friend. Instead of redhead, Igor be deadhead. Little graveyard humor there.
I would have been burned at the stake only because I am a gypsy, if this hero had not befriended me.
That's because some people, whose names we won't mention, but you know who you are, spread nasty rumors that gypsies were werewolves. How foolish to believe such things.
There are many here who owe their lives and happiness to this hero. In a land with a history of great heroes like Pyotr and Irana, he is one of the greatest.
Again, the hall is filled with cheers of excitement. You suddenly hear a familiar pair of voices.
There, that's it. I believe this crystal ball is finally working. Do you see anything?
Yeah, I see him. He's with a bunch of people. It's either a reward ceremony or a lynch mob.
What? Let me see. Well, it's a reward ceremony, of course. He's probably done some great deed, as usual.
So now what?
Well, seeing that his adventure in Mordavia is obviously over, we bring him here to Silmaria, of course.
Suppose he doesn't want to come here.
Ah, you forget. He is a hero. Silmaria needs a hero right now. And everyone knows a hero has to go where a hero has to go.
Let's hope he knows that. Just make sure you use the right spell to teleport him. The last time you tried this, you brought the clothes and left the person behind.
This time, for sure.
Well, that was that. Ladies and gentlemen, Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. We took our paladin and we banished the Dark One back into the darkness. We saved the land of Mordavia. We made friends with everyone who at the beginning had little tolerance for us. And now we are being whisked away by the mage Erasmus and his familiar Fenris from the first game, if you're familiar with it, to go to the land of Silmaria, which is where the 5th game takes place. Now, just in case you were a bit confused by the speech that Erana gave at the end of the game, it's because of my magical abilities. You know how we had those dreams in the Erana's garden when we went to sleep at night and we had those kind of crazy dreams with the balls floating around? Well, if you had a couple more of them, the last dream is kind of you and Erana, and that's what she was referencing. So if you were just wondering, wait a minute, this girl just comes out of nowhere and all of a sudden she's in love with you, what's going on? Well, that's why. You kind of have a moment that you share in those dreams as you go through. There's probably 2 or 3 that we weren't able to see. So that explains that point. So this guy's a pretty big stud. He's got Katrina in love with him. He's got Erana in love with him. And actually what's really interesting is one of the subplots of the 5th game is that you must choose, I don't know if you choose a wife or just choose someone to bring back from Hades, and you could choose between Katrina, between Erana, and between some other people from previous games as well. That was actually a tough choice for me, right? Because as a paladin, really, Erana's the good one. It's the one you kind of want. But as she proved in this game, Katrina also had a good side to her, and she, when it counted at the end, sacrificed her life for you. And you don't want her to sit there in darkness forever. That's kind of uncool. But regardless, I hope that you enjoyed this little game. It's a little different from what you're used to seeing on my channel. But please, by all means, in the comments, let me know how you felt overall, if you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more content like this in the future, I would appreciate your feedback. So, once again, thank you so much for accompanying me on this journey through Mordavia in Sierra's Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. I'm Marcus Aurelius. Have a good one. Actually, hold up, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to stop just now. Let's take a moment to watch the credits so that all the people who contributed to this great game can get the honor that they deserve, okay? Thanks so much.
Congratulations. You have successfully completed Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness, with the maximum possible score. We welcome you to the ranks of the few, the proud, the true heroes. If you have not already done so, we encourage you to play Shadows of Darkness again with the other character types. Many of the puzzles are different or have alternate solutions. In the meantime, you are already a winner. Please insert a writable disk in your floppy drive to save your winning hero for use in later Quest for Glory games.
I haven't actually figured out how to do this, so I'm just going to skip it. Oh, by the way, this ending song is my second favorite song in the game after the song that played during the battle between Adavis and Katrina.
Thank you for playing Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness. And congratulations again on winning. We hope to see you again in a future Quest for Glory.